Hello, I'm Ravi.
And I'm Sarah, and today we're here to talk to you about quinoa.
So quinoa is an amazing seed, and it could be the food of the future. It's significantly less resource dependent than meat and dairy, and it provides the same quality of protein. It's also remarkably adaptable to climate change, growing in the toughest, driest conditions. With all that said, though, there is a tough reality. Quinoa is not for everyone. As much as people want to be part of the quinoa club, some people still don't know how to pronounce it, let alone know what to do with it.
That's where we come in.
Sarah and I created I Heart Quinoa as a way to bridge this gap. We make branded quinoa products. We toast our quinoa seed as a way to enhance the flavor. We source Bolivian heirloom seeds as a way to enhance the texture and fluffiness. And we make quinoa in formats that people recognize and understand. We've proven that there's already a demand for our products. Our sales are around 2 million, and we've assembled a diversified portfolio of puffed snacks, toasted quinoa grain, and instant hot cereal. For all of you in the audience, you actually have samples of our product in your bag, so go on and open the bags and tear open a bag of quinoa puffs. You can experience them. Our margins are about 42 to 54%, and there's a lot of room for upside as we scale. Our sales grew about 60% in the last year. In 2018, we're actually looking to launch microwavable quinoa at Kroger, which is super exciting. And we have a full innovation pipeline beyond that to bridge to full revenue potential within quinoa of about 50 million in 5 years. There are other companies that are doing quinoa products, but I Heart Quinoa is definitively the only pure play platform brand that has inherent value. We compete in a number of categories, and we produce our products at prices that are accessible to the mainstream. Aside from our brand, we also have direct sourcing relationships from Bolivia, where we buy from smallholder farmers. We also maintain exclusive formulas and machinery. Let's talk about our sourcing. We source only heirloom Bolivian quinoa, which is a super differentiating factor. No one else is doing this. We support our farmers through the Fair Trade Premium, as well as through sustainability projects such as composting, soil erosion protection, and food storage. As you can see from this picture of me here, this is a real project from the heart. Through our support, we've been able to save heirloom varieties of quinoa, which, as you can see from this graph, is actually losing market share to more cheaply produced mass-market crossbreeds. Without brands like us, I Heart Quinoa, heirloom Bolivian quinoa could face extinction. Quinoa is great, but Bolivian heirloom quinoa is the original variety of quinoa. It's the most tasty and the most sustainable.
We have assembled a strong, passionate team that believes in the power of quinoa. Because of our experience, I run operations, Ravi runs finance, and together we share the sales function. And we're joined by Natalie, who has extensive marketing and brand building experience with companies like Lifeway. We also have a really experienced board of directors and advisors that have been involved with successful ventures like Vitamin Water and Pirates Booty and Enjoy Life Foods. Our products are already available in over 4,600 retail locations. But the most impressive part is that they've been embraced by mainstream retailers like Safeway and Kroger. This proves the potential for quinoa to be part of the everyday American diet. But getting onto store shelves and building a brand requires significant investment, and that's why we're here today, to raise money to fund the next phase of our growth. We have a clear understanding of how we'll allocate the funds to accelerate, and a very clear vision for what we want to achieve. Our quinoa is already the third best-selling quinoa at Kroger, and with our plan, within a year, we'll be the #1 best-selling quinoa at Kroger. The strength of that data point alone will be an incredible tool to help sell into additional retailers, and it will prove how much consumers value the best-tasting quinoa products available. And finally, once we're successful with quinoa, we can replicate this process with additional superfood ingredients like teff or kamut or keenwah, and thereby build the I Heart Foods brand platform. Thank you.